Hey guys, Eddie St. Hilaire here with my son Marcel Russell, who just played me in the finals. And the same day he was able to break his curse versus Dahan in Top Cut, I was able to break my curse versus him in Top Cut. So, tell me what happened today, man.
Alright, so a lot of mirror matches, to be honest. Played Brawly, right, the yellow Brawly.
Yippity.
I played the Hide and Mastery build, but with the World Tournament cards.
Okay.
So like round one, I went against Gogeta from the set 6. So like the whole Gogeta engine, but with the Frieza swap. So that was crazy. I forgot what was happening round 2, but round 3 started playing against mirror matches. I actually went against Thomas Lippman. Yeah, so he had a kind of mirror match, but it was a little bit different build. It was just like the generic yellow cards. It wasn't World Tournament cards or anything like that. Then back-to-back Dahan and Butters, Janamba players.
Janamba, yep.
Yeah. Beat Dahan in Swiss, but lost to Butters in Swiss. But yeah, the victory strike pretty much has to come out to beat that match.
Oh yeah.
So let's get started with the deck.
Alright.
Alright, so our super combos.
With the mat, second please, mat, not top 8.
Jocko and Pure Hearted Goku.
Why the one Jocko and not one Street Gash?
It should be what? It should be 4 Jockos. I literally just didn't have the cards on me. I just rushed, didn't have the cards. I wanted this because it was 0
4
plus 10.
Jockos?
Yeah, nothing to do with Shugash. This deck has nothing to do with that at all. It's just pure card advantage. You want a 0 plus 10k super combo that could help you if you're stuck not awakened yet. I don't run Planet Vegeta, so this isn't searchable. I literally just didn't have the card on me.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's just you just want the standard super combo.
Wow.
This deck.
So every time you use Crono, you just laughed, huh? You didn't even
Yeah,
try
I was like, I didn't.
Wow,
I didn't
okay.
care.
Cool story.
4 Successor Hopes, because you're gonna get your 3-drop Path to Greatness and also the Sun Goten card that helps defend against attacks for your battle cards.
No shout out? No shout out for Sun Goten?
No, Daniel Brown. Pretty much, this is his deck. I
Miz
found from Atlanta.
Okay.
3 Battering Lasers. Very necessary to stop sparking negates, because that's the only negates that happen when people are tapped out, which is what Hide and Mastery does. It taps them out. But they try to sparking negate like a time magic, and we completely lose you the game. So you have to use your leader ability to untap an energy and leave Battering Laser open. This also stops a lot of things like Mafuba. If they awaken, untap, and then the second swing, they can Mafuba your card. That stops it. So Battering Laser is very important. Especially against matchups where you don't ever get to turn 4, and you just have to aggro people down. Like using your Overwhelm and then combination with the Battering Laser, it just wins you the game on that turn. 3 Time Magics. Flying Nimbus was last meta. This is, we're back to Sparking Negates again, because Super Shenron's gone. People don't really go wide. They just try to summon a boss monster and maybe attack with it multiple times.
Secret.
So yeah.
That is Demigod, Broly, or
So Time Magics to play for your typical negate. 4 Bloodlusts. It's just generically good card in the entire game, always. It just gets certain things like today, the 1-drop hand from the World Tournament.
Yeah.
To self-awaken.
Wake up, Janamba. Yep, I did that same thing.
I had a Bloodlust.
You have to, yeah.
I need to Victory Strike them. So if they're not awakened, they can't.
100%.
They can't survive that Victory Strike. 4 Godly Destruction Weaves from the starter deck. This is just a generically good 1-drop yellow card that also affects other decks if they try to untap energy on their turn, which is good in the mirror match because you usually use your leader ability to untap an energy. Against me, I have played against a lot of people with Borgos and Whis. It was really stressful to try to keep them off the board, especially if they played 2 in 1 turn, because you can only rest it once per turn, then you have to attack into it, and that enables them to use like negates and stuff, or untapping it. Like they can beam during combat after you tap them out. I mean, sparking negate to tap after you tap them out, and it just causes problems. But this card is it just disrupts people. It really hurts.
Yeah.
3 Fearless Krillin. This is what
All
happens.
3 against me.
Yeah, when you get stuck or you're trying to like accelerate your awakening, you got to play this. Because if you don't, technically, if they never attack you and you're going first, you won't awaken until turn 4. Yeah. And sometimes you need to accelerate that a little bit. So that's why he's there. And he's just a good 1-drop attacker that's critical. And you can re-stand him, and he'll go to 30k crit. That's really strong. Alright, so the main package is Master Roshi and Shen. So these cards work very good with each other. You usually play one on turn 1 and then play the other one on turn 2, and they tap each other to draw a card. So you draw 2 cards, which replaces itself. But if it survives for 1 turn, it's going to draw 2 more cards next turn. So it's a recursive value if it survives for more than once. Usually I get 2 or 3 of these off per game. Not 2 resolutions of the effect, not necessarily multiple in the game. So this in combination with the next card, Announcer Play-by-Play Pro. If there's 2 World Tournament cards on the board, other than that, you draw 2 more cards. So you're just drawing cards. I had like 20 cards against HoM one game.
Yep.
It was pretty insane. So next we got the way to protect those cards, the Dynasty Goten. It gives 15k combo power to a yellow battle card that's being attacked. And this is has a swap target, so you can search it with your successor, HoM. Path to Greatness,
Only
obviously.
3?
Yeah, 3, because it's searchable with and you run 4 of the searchable targets, so it's pretty much like having 7 copies of the card. You always play this on turn 3. You try to be able to turn 3, untap 2, and awaken, and survive for 1 more turn, and then hide and master them next turn. Obviously, you're going to have to Sparking swap into your hide and mastery, but getting 7 is the only issue with that you have to figure out. You have to get creative, pretty much, because you need Sparking 7 to swap into this. Usually, you spend a lot of your resources just surviving with your Roshi Shen, because they don't want to keep those alive, so you just keep comboing things off, keeping them alive, and you usually get 7 by the time you're ready for this play. To finish it off is Victory Strike evolved on top of this. This is how you beat people who are trying to stall you or have an alternative win con, pretty much, because this cannot be negated, and if it does infinite points of damage. You can be at 8 life and you just lose. So this is pretty much how you beat Janemba. You have to see it, or else you have to find a way to get creative. The last cards is my Overrealm, Banisher Fu. This is specifically for the Brawly matchup. The play is they're usually gonna, if a good Brawly player is what you're playing against, you're going to leave them on the 6-drop, and you play your Banisher. Make them go to their 8-drop, but they lose 3 cards to do so, and then you just, in response to that, you Bloodlust their 8-drop. So it's Bloodlusted for that turn. You only spent 2 energy, and then you swing with your. Hold on. You Bad Ring when you swing with it. They're probably gonna Sparking Negate, and then you use your Leader ability to restand them again. That's quad damage.
Yeah.
And they have no cards in hand because they just did that play that they thought that they were safe, and that's how that is my strategy against Green Brawly. You're not getting to turn 4 and using your whole hide and mastery, and even if you did, they would just pop it, so it wouldn't work out. My sideboard here, little Dragonite, 2 Hidden Power Isekais.
Traitor.
So when you know that you can't beat someone on turn 4 because they're just not gonna let you get there, you get aggressive too, and you can crack back pretty hard. This is also very good against Brawly when you can, because you can leader, restand your own leader, and then give it double strike, and that they can't pop your leader with their Brawly effects. So that's strong. 3 Haru for green and yellow leaders, so mirror matches and the Green Brawly. As long as they don't have Bloodlust, and if they do, you try to Bad Ring it. I don't have Killing Zone. I just didn't have enough space, but that would be the play in Bloodlust decks, because this helps you mill 2 cards. So if you're not at 7, you can actually get to 7 cards, and you just untap energy. And it's critical, so it's a free swing. 1 more Battering Laser. Some games, you're not getting to 4, like I said, so you take out your Victory Strike for the Battering Laser. They're the same card, essentially. They prevent your opponent from negating. 3 Tiens. Couldn't really figure out how to play against the. I think this is more for the Veku ramp deck than anything else, because against Janemba, it didn't really do anything. You mainly just have to Victory Strike them. They can out-combo pretty much everything. You have to wait till turn 5 or 6 to be able to Tien and Victory Strike, not Victory Strike, the Hidden Mastery in the same turn, and Battering Laser. Like, you need a lot of things to stop Janemba from
Tien is support. I'm not gonna lie. I played a tag against Janemba. I played Switch. Like, it was useless. It wasn't useless, but it was useless.
It didn't really,
They didn't untap and they still got comboed.
I didn't play against a Deku ramp deck, but I feel like that would help against them. Against Kid Goku, we got our Mass Sands, so we can warp their 1-drops and their vanilla cards all in one go instead of Fu. So we take Fu out and we play him. And the last card is also for Janemba. The Vegeta is trying to be the best. If they try to play Deadly Defenders or Vegito, you just pop it and get around it pretty fast.
Right.
So yeah, that's the sideboard. That's the deck, guys.
Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout outs to Ultra Pro and Pro Play Games and Jacksonville Game Center for hosting this tournament. Thank you.
All right, man. Congratulations. Second place, Jacksonville Game Center. This mat is beautiful. And we'll see you guys later.